Have you ever wondered why some people survive the darkest moments of life while others collapse under the weight of suffering? Why do some people, even when everything is taken away, their home, their family, their identity, their freedom, still hold on to hope, purpose, and humanity? What gives a person the strength to keep going when life becomes nothing but pain? These are the questions Viktor Frankl answers in one of the most powerful and life-changing books ever written, Man's Search for Meaning. This book is not just a story. It is the truth of human resilience, a testimony of what the human spirit can endure, and a reminder that even in the worst possible conditions, life still holds meaning. The story begins. The year is 1942, World War II. Viktor Frankl, a psychiatrist from Vienna, is captured by the Nazis and sent to a concentration camp along with his family. A place where survival wasn't a right, but a daily battle. A place where every morning you woke up not knowing if you'd see the next sunrise. A place where starvation, cold, beatings, and death were as common as breathing. Frankl watched people break every single day, but he also witnessed something extraordinary. Some prisoners, even in unbearable conditions, held on to hope. They shared their last piece of bread. They encouraged others. They tried to stay human in a place designed to erase humanity. And Frankl realized something most people never understand. Human beings are capable of choosing their attitude, no matter the circumstances. Even if you take away a person's freedom, you cannot take away their ability to decide how they will face the situation. This one realization changed Frankl's life forever, and millions of lives after him. The core truth of the book, Frankl discovered the most powerful human secret. People don't survive because of comfort. They survive because of meaning. Meaning is the force that keeps you going when nothing makes sense. Meaning is the reason you wake up even when life feels empty. Meaning is the strength that helps you endure suffering with dignity. Frankl saw that prisoners who had a reason to live, a goal, a dream, a loved one, a purpose, held on longer than those who didn't. They survived hunger, they survived cold, they survived fear, they survived hopelessness, because something inside them said, I still have something to live for. How do we find meaning? Two most important teachings of the book. Frankl discovered that life always has meaning. Even in suffering, even in tragedy, even in hopelessness. And he explained the two most powerful truths of his entire philosophy. Truth number one, your attitude is your last freedom. Frankl says, everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the freedom to choose his attitude in any given set of circumstances. You cannot always control what happens to you. You cannot always control loss, pain, failure, or tragedy. But you can control how you respond. This is the foundation of Frankl's message. This is the power that separates survivors from victims. This is the power that helped him endure the brutality of concentration camps, even when he had no clothes, no food, no dignity, no freedom. He still had the choice to decide how he would think and how he would interpret his suffering. And that inner choice became his strength. Truth number two. You can turn suffering into meaning. This is the heart of man's search for meaning. Frankl explains, suffering is not meaningless unless we decide it is. You cannot run away from pain. You cannot avoid the struggles of life. But you can transform suffering by giving it a purpose. Frankl turned his suffering into a mission to help the world understand how meaning can heal the human mind. He imagined himself standing on a stage teaching thousands of people about the psychology of meaning. That image, that mission, that purpose gave him strength to stay alive. His suffering became his teacher. His suffering became his purpose. His suffering became the foundation of a therapy that helps millions today. Logotherapy, the treatment that heals people by helping them find meaning. Life-changing lessons. From the book, Frankl's experiences teach us some of the most powerful truths you will ever hear. Life never stops having meaning, even when you can't see it. Meaning is always there, you just have to find it. Hope is a lifeline. In the camps, the moment a prisoner lost hope, their body soon followed. Hope gives energy. Hope gives direction. Hope gives life. Love is the strongest human power. Frankl survived many nights by imagining the face of his wife, not knowing if she was alive. But that connection, that love, kept him alive. Pain becomes bearable when it has purpose. When you find meaning in your struggle, your pain becomes a path instead of a prison. The final emotional message. After the war ended, Frankl walked out alive, but he lost nearly everything: his family, his home, his old life. Yet he did not fall into despair. He transformed his pain into wisdom and dedicated his life to teaching the world that meaning is the true source of strength. Frankl tells us, life never becomes meaningless because we always have the power to give it meaning. And today, if you are struggling, if you are hurting, if you feel lost, remember Frankl's words. You still have the freedom to choose your attitude. You still have the power to find meaning, and that meaning can carry you through anything. If this video inspired you, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to get more powerful book breakdowns and life-changing lessons here on BookVibe. Thank you for watching. Stay strong, stay hopeful, and always search for meaning.